Hey guys, it's Foxdrop. Bringing you another commentary today, and this game I am playing Jungle Singe. Now I'm doing this replay for two reasons. First off, I'm just going to press play here right now. Okay, so we are live. First reason is Jungle Singe is a bit of a rare pick. You don't see him too often, so I thought I'd showcase him. And secondly, this game, I'm not sure how long it lasts, but it's not an overly long game. I don't actually have a lot of time right now. So yeah, I think this should be a fairly interesting game. Let me talk a little bit about the picks on each team. Right now my jungle counterpart, the enemy jungler, is Lee Sin, and this could be very troubling for me because if Lee Sin wants to invade and bully me around, there's not too much I can do about it apart from being tanky and running away from him. So if I'm low on health in the jungle, which Singed is likely to be because he's not really a jungler, so to speak. If I am low in the jungle, then I'm at massive risk because Lee Sin can just invade me and kill me and stuff like that, and you do not want to die in the jungle. So I have to be careful of that. I won't be able to invade him unless like a real opportunity presents itself. But outside of that, looking at the lanes, our bot lane is Graves, Blitz versus Vayne, Nami. Now I think this is probably the day Nami came out, so I have no idea what this bitch does. I think she's just got a lot of CC. She's a pretty good champion, I think, from what I see. So I have to be careful of that. But Blitz is really good to gank for if he lands a good hook. So it could be pretty easy ganks for me. But top as well, it's going to be difficult for me to gank because Zed doesn't really give anything in the way of like CC or anything to help me gank for him. So. And mid lane is Veigar versus Anivia. Veigar is really easy to gank for because there's high burst and he's a really, really good, reliable CC. So we'll look to see where I actually get ganks off. Now right here, I've just done walls and I'm already at like 55% health, and Zed is not helping me do blue at all. In fact, Veigar gave me the best pull he could, but even he probably lost a few creeps. But this could be really bad. I might die here. I don't know if I die here. Really close to dying. Okay, I was one hit off dying. And I have to recall this to waste all my potions. I started with cloth 5. I don't know why I started cloth armor, actually, in hindsight, because now cloth armor actually only builds into the Madreds, and I won't be getting Madreds, so I probably should have started with the Hunt's Machete. Although I will make use out of this cloth armor in a layer build, so it's not that big a deal, I guess. But yeah, I just had to recall there because I lost so much health, which has put my jungle time behind by quite a lot. In certain junglers, by now, 2 minutes 50, we are coming up to 254, 255. Some junglers, if they got a smiteless pull, would have double buff by now, and I've just got blue buff, and I'm now fighting race. One thing I'm doing here is I'm spending a lot of mana. I'm using my fling to actually help clear these wraiths, because when you do have blue buff you can spend your mana, waste your mana, I guess, clearing things out. Now Zed did just get first blood top, so I'm just going to rewind and see what happened there. Basically Volibear right here is trying to fight, and there are way too many minions on in favour for Zed. So Volibear's fighting in a huge minion wave, which means that he's going to be taking a lot of damage, especially early. Minions do so much damage to you. Zed also ignited, which cut Volibear's summon a heal and his passive in half, pretty much. Well, it did exactly cut it in half. So that really kind of reduced the effectiveness of that. And it was kind of lucky. It was really close. He got a bit outplayed, I guess. Okay, but Lee Sin is they saw Lee Sin go bot, and he's disappeared up this way, right? Which means that he's probably going to be on my red. So we need to stop him doing my red. I'm going to run over to it and see if he's there, which he's not, which means he's around here. He's going to be around here somewhere. And he shows up right next to Veigar. Now, because our mid lane, our bot lane, I'm here, he's getting absolutely screwed. He gets flung into a blitz pool. Veigar survives really low, but then he gets flash ignited by Nivea, which means that she's dead too. And that's a double buff, so anyone here could make use of that except Blitz. I get that, that's not that big a deal. And I get this free farm mid. So that was really one thing about Lee Sin. If you want to invade early, which Lee Sin can do, if you get seen, then you know you get screwed over if people collapse on you. this is why invading is really, really good in solo queue, because normally people wouldn't they wouldn't have collapsed on Lee Sin there. I know in this instance mid came, bot came, but normally people wouldn't come unless you're in like an arranged team game or something like that. But normally people would not come to help the jungler out in that instance. So you can invade and make some really good plays like that. But you do have to be careful. If people start disappearing off the lanes when you're invading, you can be in some deep trouble. So just be aware of where people are. Now, there's not really much to say on the actual lane jungle mechanics of Singed, because all you do is punch things and poison things, which I seem to be doing fairly successfully at the moment. So I'll look at the other lanes a little bit. Bot lane appears to be doing pretty well. CS-wise, we're getting absolutely dominated, but then again, Graves and Blitz roam, so I guess they're excused for that. They're getting a bit pushed here, so this could be ugly, but if Blitz lands a really good pull anytime soon, they could like insta-give this an army, especially if it's under tower. Zed seems to be doing really well. I was looking top and Volibear was really low. Volibear's like, okay, he's getting ganked here, we'll see what happens. Volley can't do anything to help. He just jukes out the gank, because this is what Zed's really good at. Juking out ganks, especially if people, with these new champions, people aren't sure what they do, and Zed wasn't particularly overplayed on his release. So people aren't sure of what he does, so he just escapes that gank with some smart thinking, some smart play, which is really good on his half. Right now I'm just jungling. And, right, okay, I just flung that golem over the wall. Yeah, I'm not a Singed player, guys. So tip number 1 for jungling. Okay, someone just died, but it looks like she just got pulled, like I was saying. If they land a good pull-off, then that'll change. This is why Blitzcrank is so good. You get a clutch pull, and you change the outcome of the lane. Now they're getting aggressive onto Vayne. Notice how Blitz attacks and then moves forward, rather than standing still in one spot. Another clutch grab and blows Vayne's flash. And a flash. Oh my goodness. So close. No, yes, no. No, yes, no. Well, okay. Graves is dead. Graves just died, yeah, that was actually really bad. That was quite funny though. That was a really weird tower dive. Vigar should be going right here though. He should just be killing. They blow Vayne's ult, I guess, which isn't too bad. But that was a really odd dive, and Graves died, which is awesome. But yeah, when you're playing jungle Singed, don't fling things over the wall. Tip number 1, don't fling things over the wall. Yeah. Now, I should be donating this blue over to Vigar. Vigar does very well with blue. Singed does do well with blue as well. But Vigar was bot and he's not here, so I might just be pinching this because I'm selfish. Which is exactly what I do. Which is very selfish. I shouldn't do it, really. But he wasn't there, so I just took it away from him. Right, and here I face checked Lee Sin and Volley, but they don't really have any damage on me, so we'll see what happens here. This Lee Sin is just gonna die with that ult on him. He's dead, and now we can kill this Volibear. I'm fairly tanky. I've got my catalyst already. Blimey. Oh, I'm dead. Wait. Okay, let me just rewind that, because I don't think I have my poison on at all then. Alright, my poison is on here. It's on. My poison's on. My poison's on. And it's off. Okay, I deactivate my poison when I'm diving him. Yeah, I'm not a Singed player. I don't know if I've said that already, but yeah. Tip number 2 when you play Singed. Activate your poison. Yeah. Okay, and Zed just stayed way too long top. And he got caught out. That's one thing which people do too much. It's, they stay too long. They do something good and then they'll stay too long. Vigar kind of wasted his flash then, that was a bad time. He just got caught out. I mean, he missed his W on Nami and then just got caught out. That was really close, but good. Graves got that kill, and that was awesome. Nami picked up the kill on Graves, that was cool. But just talking about this Zed who died up here, he overstayed his welcome a lot. If you do something good, and you want to like shove a lane to tower or something like that, don't bother, don't risk it. Especially if someone's missing, like Nivea was, because they'll just roam, they'll come up to you, and you'll die, which is just, unnecessary. So this game, I'll just talk a bit about I'll talk about my build first. Mobility, or like movement speed, is really good on Singed because you need to be running around, poisoning things, catching up to people. So move speed is really important on Singed. Catalyst, pretty much, as soon as you get a catalyst, you're like indestructible on Singed, so that's really good. And right here we can be killing a Nivea, I think. We'll see what happens here. So Nivea can't run from my W, and that cage, he's screwed as well. Alright, we'll see what happens. Right, I've decided to go chase a Nivea. Lee Sin mops up Vigar, survives really low, but I'm chasing a Nivea instead of helping Vigar, and I don't think I'm going to be able to kill her here. Maybe I can. Okay, Volibear showed up, so definitely not. Alright, Lee Sin had his ult. I'm watching that clip again. I'm watching this back, and first off, I should have gone with Vigar to help him with Lee Sin, because then Vigar probably wouldn't have died, though he may still have died, but we definitely would have still killed we would have killed Lee Sin. Or at the very worst, no one would have died, rather than two of us dying for nothing. But secondly, watching that clip back, I thought that Lee Sin wouldn't have his ult. I was kind of surprised when he used his ult to kill me. And yeah, but just because I presumed he killed Vigar, he must have used his ult. But don't ever make assumptions like that, because if they're not true, then those assumptions are really bad. Like, just because someone's like killed someone doesn't mean their ignite's down or their ult's down. Just because someone died within the last minute doesn't mean they don't have flash. So if you make those assumptions and you're wrong on those assumptions, then you start playing as if you've got a certain level of like safety or assuredness, which just doesn't exist. And so when things go wrong because you've made the wrong assumptions, then that is really bad. So be careful about making assumptions. Be very careful about making assumptions. Now, just looking at top with this Zed, he has so much lane pressure right now. It's like astronomical, really. He's pushed so hard, and he's really hard to gank because of the way he jukes. Like, Lee Sin's kind of in a bit of a predicament where he thinks, actually, I stopped just this for this gank. Easy cage stun, reliable stun onto Nivea. I walk up, I fling her. Whatever, she's dead. Although I did actually fling her out of Vigar's W, which isn't good. I don't know if I ever mentioned, but I'm not a Singed player. Tip number 3 on how to play Singed: don't fling people to safety. Okay? Hopefully I've learned my lesson. Apparently I haven't learned my lesson because I just flung Lee Sin to safety. So yeah, I'm not a Singed player, guys. Amazing. Truly amazing. I'm appalled that you guys have to watch this. I'm sorry, I should have chosen a different game. But whatever. I'll say quickly about this Lee Sin's dead. Vigar stun OP. Yeah, with this this Zed's map control, like his lane pressure, it's huge because he's pushed up so hard, and it's difficult for Lee Sin to actually gank him. Lee Sin has to make the decision on whether he wants to gank top or like go other places, because it's actually really difficult for him to kill Zed. So here we see Zed kind of caught out. He took volley low, but it's not enough, and now he's caught out by Nivea. We'll see if he escapes from this. He'll definitely okay, he's taken a weird route. He's stopping to attack creeps. The Zed has something up his sleeve. He's baiting her for something. Right, we'll see. Ah, that's a shame. That was really well played by Zed, but he ran into a Nivea's Q. However, that was a really plays like that, I think, are kind of like, it's one of the things which separates like high elo and low elo. It's just those aggressive plays. If you can make those plays, and that's when you start putting a difference between you and the enemy team, as in like goal difference. That's when you start taking advantages by making those kind of plays. Now Zed didn't actually execute that very well. He made a mistake, whatever, but it was a good play nonetheless. And if you can make those plays and make it a habit, then make it a habit of doing those things, then you're going to be executing them more often than not, executing them well, and so yeah, that's just something you should. If you can be aggressive, do be aggressive, because being aggressive kind of like wins games really. But yeah, there's a pink ward down at Dragon, which means that we know it's not warded. So, and we've just caught the jungler out. So right now, everyone should be going to drag. Alright, we're going to kill Volibear instead. There's nothing wrong with that, I guess. But we'll see what happens here. Veigar definitely should be here rather than farming mid. Right, this is a problem. I'm now split from the whole team chasing this Volibear. I kill him. I die. Graves is killing a ward. The rest of my team is trying to kill a Nivea. Which they don't even... They fail at doing. Blitz dies. Vayne dies. And Graves flashes away. So what happened here is that... I don't even think Graves is going to survive this either. Vayne's passive is crazy. Wow. Okay, so Vayne's tumble plus crit plus that static shiv passive just melted, absolutely destroyed Graves. Jeez, that was crazy. Meanwhile, at top, Zed is beating down on an inhib tower, which is cool. But I'll just run over what happened in this fight. Right. What happened was that I got split off. I chased Volibear down and got split from my whole team, who then chased Nivea down. Now, in hindsight, objectively speaking, I would say that the right thing to do would have been to do what I was doing, rather than chasing one player, Nivea. The whole team should have followed me and gone in. However, I'm not saying that to excuse my mistakes. At the end of the day, what I did was a mistake still. I'll pause quickly while we see what happens here. I'm chasing down this skank here, and I'm pretty sure I saw us like miles away from here. Me and Blitz were like miles away. Go back in to fling her out, take a casual tower hit. Oh no, don't take a tower hit. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we were like here, and we chased all the way up here, kind of tower dove to kill two of them. That's kind of what Singe does. That's how he does, how he rolls. I'll just put this on direct to camera while I explain what happened in this team fight down here. So I ran off here, but like I was saying, I got split, but it was my mistake. Even though I feel the team should have been with me, it was still my mistake, because when they weren't with me, I shouldn't have gone. Even if your teammates are making mistakes like that, or you feel they're making mistakes like that, it doesn't excuse you to be like carry on those bad decisions. It was only a good decision to chase, like to do what I was doing, because we would have had strength in numbers. But as soon as we lost that parameter of strength in numbers, because no one was with me, it became a bad decision, and so I shouldn't have done it. You just need to react on the fly to things like this, because LoL is just a game with loads of these decisions involved. So yeah, I just donated blue over to Veigar, which is good. I finally did it, although I did fling it over the wall again. That doesn't really matter. I'm going to soak up. There's quite a lot of farm top which I'll be able to soak up. But soaking up farm is always really good when you're a jungler. You get a lot of... getting lane farm, lane experience is really like a dream for junglers. It's awesome. It's the best thing really that happens out of the lanes. I will say though, with Dragon, me being here is kind of risky because we can't defend drag. Like, they could do drag, basically, because I'm top. However, something I'll say as well is that we should have done this already. Like, our bot lane was actually playing really well. It was kind of dominating. And when you're dominating bot lane, it's lucky that Blitz missed that hook, or else he'd be really screwed, royally screwed. When you're dominating bot lane, is the lane which has the most dragon pressure. I'm shoving top so hard that I'm kind of denying our team they're going to get a free tower here. I shouldn't have done this. I should have gone mid here. I shouldn't have been top pushing this wave so hard. That was a mistake on my part. I just cost our team a mid tower, which is the most important towers, and I'm standing still in bay. Okay, now I'm coming, but my team's been poked down, and it's a bit difficult now. Veigar one shots Nivea. That's always good. Veigar doing what he should be doing, and now we'll see if my team catches on. They get a hook, but it's always risky hooking Lee Sin because he'll just jump away. Zed's kind of got caught here, but he should be okay. He's okay. And my team just wreck face her. They mop up really hard. And here I am. Hi guys, I'm here. Let me help. Yeah. We just mop it. Like, this is how you lose games, when you start going over aggressive like this. Alright, look where I am compared to my team. What am I doing? Am I even going to kill him? Right, he's dead. Okay. Out of all the examples of how not to play Singed, this is the example of how to play Singed. You run around dancing in between their Nexus towers on your own and 1v2 people. I should play Singed more often. But yeah, like I was saying before, with no one has taken a dragon this whole game. We're 20 minutes in and we're pretty far ahead. When your bot lane is so far ahead, they're the team with the most pressure on dragon, and so when they lose that, when bot lane loses, you lose all that pressure, which means that dragon is pretty much free for the team whose bot lane is winning, who has the dragon pressure. Anyway, like I was saying, this is how you lose games, with them just dying like needlessly over and over again, which is exactly what's happening. And look what's happened to their base. They've lost an inhib tower, an inhib. They've lost another inhib tower. One inhib is on half health. They lost a nexus tower. This inhib's going to die as well. So they lost 2 inhib towers and inhibs. Right, and we are playing a dangerous game right here. I'm just baiting big time. Oh no. Okay, right, that would have been a good bait until I got hit with a Lee Sin Q in one shot. That wasn't good. That was not good. Pro tip, dodge skill shots. But this game's pretty much over now for the enemy team, just because they just like started dying stupidly, unnecessarily, and they've kind of given us a free ticket to win this game. I don't really see how they can come back from this. Maybe they can. I mean, their Vayne is fed, and their Vayne is, blimey, it creates 80 CS. That is awful. You shouldn't win lane and be 50 CS behind. I mean, it's not like 139 is a lot for 21 minutes. It's kind of bad. I mean, if this Graves could CS, imagine how much stronger he'd be. This is a guy who, like, I don't know what his elo is, but it's probably not very high if he's got this CS, which is no offense to him, but, you know, this is just one thing. Work on your mechanics. He's 21 minutes in and just got Infinity Edge, and he destroyed his lane. Oh, okay, he must have had a lot of gold saved up, though. But yeah. I'll just talk a bit about the builds as well, because I think this game is pretty much over. If something interesting happens, then I'll talk about that too. But my build specifically, Rod of Ages is really good on Singed. Always a really good item on Singed, especially just getting the Catalyst early. It makes you very, very tanky. I'm stood in spawn forever. Okay, I'm back. I got these Ninja Tabi really early because move speed is very good on Singed. You want to utilize move speed as much as you can. I got this Hextech Revolver. Spell Vamp is cool. I'm not quite sure why I got it specifically. Probably because I had 1,200 left over and I thought this game was done for, so I just bought a Hextech. But it's not exactly a bad item. And this new item, Spirit of the Ancient Column. The reason I got this was because it provides a nice amount of health, armor, and regen, which is all really good. And it helps me jungle faster as well. And it gives me tenacity, which means that I could buy my Ninja Tabi early. So that's kind of like the item build that I've gone for. We're just mopping up now. I'm running in between people. Got my poison on this time though, so I'm learning, you know, guys. It's all a learning process. And that's GG really. Well, their Nexus is in half health. I've lost a lot of games recently actually by not finishing games out like this, by trying to tower finally die people, so I really hope that we don't lose this game. We're not going to lose this game, surely. Oh, okay. But yeah. Now this game is coming to an end. I will just wrap up here because I don't want to go video to go on too long. There it is, and Nexus is exploding. Victory, good job. And well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this Jungle Singed commentary useful. Let me know if you prefer the games I do of my games, commentaries of my games, or like of other people's games, like lower elo games. But apart from that, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.